Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to Booger the DJ, only on the Deep House Space.
Hey, what's up? This is Lars Barenroth from Deeper Shades of House, and you're listening to the Deep House Space.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to Booger the DJ, only on the Deep House Space. The Deep House Space, 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 Bongani Mehlomakulu. The deep house space. Grace upon these platforms that expose the undiscovered. As we enter, we breathe fire from the other side. Conquer and divide. By our rules they will abide. House music is in control. Now turns the tide. In our house, we are one. Connected with the rhythm. My name is Bongani Mehlomakulu. And you're tuned into the deep house space.
Happy Friday, everyone. Mic check, mic check. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us. Some hundreds, Nyana, to check if allowed and clear. Okay, hundreds. Okay, hundreds from Poga, hundreds from Munkazi. Welcome to the Deeper Space. If you're joining us for the very first time, thank you so much for joining us. We do this on Fridays. We invite artists in the deep house music scene. We bring them on here, just have a chat with them regarding their music and play some of their songs too. So thank you for joining us. You are more than welcome to grab the mic if you would like to share some sentiments to the guests or you'd like to ask a question. You are more than welcome to grab the mic. Our guests are already here. BillowJazz. So today we're starting with BillowJazz, and then after BillowJazz we'll do Rune Sibiya, and then we'll end off with Radic The Myth. Also has an amazing EP that he released recently. But before we go to our guests, let's just test the mic. Nkazi. Nkazi Zulu. Mic check, mic check.
Hi Vox, hi Buka, hi everyone. A happy Friday to everyone. Thank you to everyone who's joining us today. There's people that I see here who are always here every Friday. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys so much. And I'm sure there's people who are here who've never been here before. Guys, please stick around. It'll be a great experience. And thank you so much.
Nice boy, Nkazi. Thank you so much for being here too. Bora DJ, mic check.
Hello. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is blessed. Yeah, it is a Friday, another Friday edition, of course, of the Deep House Space, how we always do it. Like Unkas has already said, Uguti, to those who are new, please stick around. To those who are our residents, welcome to it, man. Welcome to it. Please, one thing I'll ask of y'all, please guys, share the space. As we already have our artists here, we already have our guest for today. But yeah, Mfana, how are you doing, Mfana Vox?
Hi, hundreds. Hundreds. It's the Deep House Space again. And today we have 3 new guests. I think we've never had BillowJazz, Rune Sibiya, and Radic The Myth. So today they're grabbing the mic for the very first time. Let's start with BillowJazz. BillowJazz, mic check. Please unmute your mic on the bottom left. Let's hear it out, Mfan.
How's it, everyone?
Mfana, we are alive and well, and thank you for being a guest and joining us on the Deeper Space.
Thank you for having me, man.
Nah, it's an absolute pleasure, Tim. It's an absolute pleasure. Before we go on and we play some music, Mfana, could you just share with everyone, perhaps there's some people that don't even know you in the space today, but please do share. Just give us a short summary of who BillowJazz is. Where do you come from? Why this music thing? Please go ahead. Thank you.
Actually, always feels weird talking about myself, but anyway, let's do this. So, yeah, as you guys know, BillowJazz. I think the name was inspired by a jazz a while ago. So this music career thing started way early. I remember, I think I was in the 8th or 9th grade. We used to, throw these metric dance parties. I think back then we were still using your virtual DJ software, your auto mixes. And I remember it was always coming as a shock to people how different my taste in music was. I know I grew up in Pretoria, so back then there was this Bacardi trend, and I always came up with this European sound, and it was always different. I think that's how I built um, the name, the artist BillowJazz. Um, so I grew up in Pretoria, obviously. The influence came from jazz music. I grew up in a household where 90% of the time it was either jazz or choral music playing in the background. So when I decided to get into the music industry, it was always going to be an infusion of the two. So yeah, that's basically how it started initially. And then I remember 2012, I went to study at the Academy of Sound in Joburg. That's where I met Cat La Cat, I think. I also met Toosman. I met quite a number of people. Met Julian Gomez around that time, and we started building a relationship from there. Of course, back then you had a number of people that were doing well in the space. Your Transmix Soul, your CLSG. So some of that influence rubbed off me. And then yeah, I guess that's basically it. And today we find ourselves on the deep house space.
Thank you so much for that, Mvan. You mentioned it's weird talking about yourself, but Mvan, I think you gave us a nice starter intro into who Below Jazz actually is. Our DJ is ready with the first song. Let's go straight into the music. He's gonna play us the first song. So we're gonna play music from. Okay, first I need to know if I'm saying this right. Is it Mick Clay Part One, right? Mick Clay or Mike Clay?
It's actually Mike Clay. If I can elaborate on that. So this whole project was a tribute to my late father, passed away a few years ago. So his name was Michael, but with apartheid and stuff, they just wrote your name however they wanted. So on his birth certificate, it was written Mickey. So it was. So I had to play with that. So obviously the mic represents a microphone, and the clay is how the mic was built using clay, and that's a representation of him not being in existence anymore. So yeah, just thought I should share that with you guys. So it is Mike Clay and not Mick Clay, and yeah, let's play the first one.
Thank you so much, Mvan. I think music needs a story. Music always needs a story, right?
Definitely, definitely, definitely. And I think in all my tracks I try to not just give not just give people a dance floor banger or something they can listen to in their cars and stuff. I need people to resonate with the story that I'm telling. And I think that's my main focus since I started doing this thing, is that I need to tell my story, and whoever it touches, that's a win for me. So there's a story behind every track. You just need to sit me down and I can take you through it.
Now we got you, Ncha. Now we got you. Thank you so much for sharing that. But DJ, are you ready with the first song? Let's do it, Mfana. Let's do it. Shaingo.
Introducing the Deep House Space. My name is Euphonia. Imagine yourself lost in a world of pulsing bass lines, hypnotic melodies, and infectious grooves. Welcome to your haven for deep house delights. Let's embark on this sonic journey together.
What's up? This is Lars Barenroth from Deeper Shades of House, and you're listening to the Deep House Space.
Hi, this is Nkazi Zulu the Force. You are currently tuned into the Deep House Space. Please do share the space, invite others, and get ready for amazing music and great conversations.
And that was Lady Selborn from McClay, Part 1 by BillowJazz. Amazing song, amazing, super jam, super jam, yo. Let me share the mic first with Nkazi Zulu, the Force. Thoughts?
Yeah. I'm kind of speechless. We were taken on a journey. I was taken on a journey. Wow. You know, I even found myself in really deep thoughts because of that song, and I appreciate the jazz. You know, even the name BillowJazz speaks for itself. But now, hi BillowJazz, how are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. May you please tell us a little bit about Lady Selborn, how it came about, and the story about the song.
Oh no, definitely. So, like I said, the whole project was around making a tribute for my father. You know, so Lady Selborn, it's a place in Pretoria, and that's basically where my father grew up. You know, so that's where the title comes from. So I had to, with that said, I had to put in a lot of jazz elements just to represent the teachings I got from him. You know, so basically telling his story from where it started and the teachings that he left me with. So I was hoping that after completing the track, I would have done a stellar job, you know, in just paying respect to him. So yeah, that's basically the story behind this track.
No, thank you for that. It's a beautiful song. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Hayi, siyabonga kakhulu Nkazi Zulu. Siyabonga kakhulu. Buga?
Ulolo, we're still here. To those who just joined us, welcome to it. It is the Deep House Space. I truly appreciate if you guys would share the space. We have the wonderful Amachita, we have wonderful guests, and right now we are in chat, man, with BillowJazz. Except BillowJazz, Shafere.
Shakuzet Meoti.
Aye, good and steady making when I'm not.
That's it.
Standard. Bro, I mean, let's get into it, man. Elements of, how can I say, a fusion of jazz and house. For you, those elements, how did you make them to be as one, man? Because I feel like we do have tons of guys who are trying to do such. However, some they are failing, or let me not saying they are failing, but they haven't reached that standard that they are looking for. But
Yeah.
with you, man, I mean, so far this song that we started with, it was an eye opener. And when I say eye opener, it is a beautiful song to even open a set with. It is an
Was it?
intro. Do you understand? Yeah. So I'd like to know, man. Can you tell me a bit more about, like you said, like it was a tribute to your father. Can you maybe tell us more about him in terms of, because I could tell that probably he was a jazz fan, a jazz
Yeah.
music person, but
Yeah.
also does it come from the DNA? Probably was Timer maybe doing music as well, or how did it all begin?
Yeah. So um, with jazz music, right? My dad was more of a, what do you call them? Choir conductor, right? So he was doing that for the longest time. At church, I mean, at school, he was a principal for a high school, you know, primary school. I mean, so um, because of that, we were exposed to many instruments, you know, coming to the house. So I think we had our first, what do you call it? You know that keyboard that you blow into. I just forgot the name of it now. So we had such instruments in the house growing up. We had percussions in the house, and then we started playing around with it. I'm a firstborn. I have a younger brother, so we used to play a lot with those instruments in the house. So my dad was also a really, really, when you talk obsession, he was really obsessed with jazz music. He used to go to concerts. So you can imagine 90% of the time in the house, when people are listening to other stuff, we mainly just exposed to jazz music. So I think that grew in me. It was never a conversation between myself and him to say um, whether I was going to go into the music or the arts. It just happened naturally. I guess that's what happens when you get exposed to something quite as much as I did, So I quickly, I don't know, I got the habit of just playing around with these instruments that were in the house, and started putting two and two together. And I guess, yeah, that's the reason I'm here today. It's because of that whole storyline.
Ah,
And
beautiful.
in terms of people trying to incorporate jazz into house music, I know a lot of guys are doing it. So the issue now comes when there's this thing that's going around where people try imitate what other people are doing. I've always tried to be different. I can tell you, when I started playing or when I started making music, it was I think back then we used to call it broken beat. So that's how it started off for me. And what made sense to me was to introduce these jazz elements into broken beats. So I think that's how it started. That's how it built up to where it is now. So the problem is when you try to imitate the next person, then you lose it. That's for me. That's always been key for me, to just try to be different. I don't think there's a lot of people that do the exact sound that I do, and I always tell people, when you wanna make it, or when you wanna expose yourself to mass audiences, the best way to do it is just to try to be different, be yourself, and I think that's what I'm doing with my music.
Whew. Without a doubt, man, that was a mouthful. Without a doubt. Now, let's take it back to the good music, man. Let's let people hear what you have blessed us with, and we'll come back
100%,
with more questions. Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you very much, Njaka. Vox, anything before we go in?
Now, shout out to Below Jazz. It's like he's been meaning to come onto Deeper Space and share his journey
No,
about music. I
Vox,
love it.
I've been dropping in and out of the show. You see me sometimes, so I come in and I go out.
Mfana, it's 12 applied, Mfana. Thank you so much, Mfana. Thank you so
No,
much.
definitely.
So we go to the next song. But I was thinking, before we actually go to Cunning Nature, before we go to Cunning Nature, how about we play first the song that's coming up, right? That you shared, Below Jazz. What do you think?
Yeah,
That's
we
coming
can do
up
that.
that's coming up on Me Clay Part 2. No? Let's play that
Yeah,
first.
yeah. All right.
Okay, perfect. And thank you to each and every person for joining us. Sigcwele ngani kabuhlungu, blind. Bukele DJ, we never know. Can we cue that for Gitina? Right.
On cue.
I'll shine go, I can fight it.
Next up is Below Jazz with We Never Know. Yeah, we'll just never know.
Hey, what's up? This is Lars Barrenroth from Deeper Shades of House, and you're listening to the Deep House Space.
Yo, this is your boy, Usiple.
You are now tuned into the Deep House Space. Hashtag the Deep House Space.
Yo, what's up? This is Boy Samza, and you're listening to the Deep House Space. Check it out.
And you're tuned into the deep house
what's up? This is Boy Sanza, and you're listening to the Deep House Space. Check it out.
And you're tuned in to the deep house space.
Yes, you tuned into the Deep House Space. And the song we just played now is not out anyway. So please do share your thoughts on the comment section. Comment box. Do share what you think about the song, what you love about it. BillowJazz would like that very much, very, very much. The song took me to one of these guys that do events called Circa. Is it Circa? Circa. And there's one live one by Hot Since 62. It's those kind of jams that play in those kind of venues. Dope song indeed. But let me give the mic to Kasi Zulu. Kasi Zulu, I know you're happy, like corners. I was.
Yo, very happy. You know me and Jazz. Yo, today my day has already been made. You know, below Jazz, your music, it makes it seem like everything is going to be okay, basically. And I feel very privileged to be here listening to this track as an exclusive. And I can't wait for it to drop. I already know I'm going to have it on repeat so much. It'll be sickening. There's also an element that I really enjoyed. I don't know how to describe this element, but it's like there's a little class and someone is hitting the little class. Basically, that element was there throughout the song, and I thought that was very, very cool.
Much appreciated, my sister. I'm not sure which element you're talking about, but yeah, thanks a lot.
I think one thing about Tunkazi, okay, there's things, as fans, there's certain things we actually don't know in terms of technicalities of music. So maybe she's talking about something, an element in the music that she just doesn't know of the name. I wanna BillowJazz. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
you
for
talk.
sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of elements that come into play there. So I'm not sure which specific one she's talking about, but I'm glad she's vibing with it. Kalagoa.
Absolutely. Pogo the DJ.
Hola. Hi, we're still here. To those just joined us, welcome to it, the Deep House Space. We have BillowJazz here. Do share your comments and everything. My opinion on the song, it's wonderful, man. Like, you know, when Masenhleli nchilile mfana on that deep Sunday shandy snyana nje. I wanna like how you saying it when I vox yabo. Relaxing, you know, sipping one and two nyana lapho. Yabo. Aspuza we are sipping. Yabo. Yeah, like relaxing on things, man. But BillowJazz again, man, the inspiration on the song, what was the take when you arrived in studio, man? Like, what do you have, like any procedures that you take before producing a song, or take me on your process of making music?
Yeah, for sure. So, you, for me, music is about emotion, right? So, um, hence maybe that's why I'm absent from the scene for longer periods than others. So I tried to hibernate for as long as possible so that I can translate my emotions into music, right? So when I'm not feeling anything, I don't want to do music because it's probably gonna turn out to be crap, you know. So even with this piece, it was the title is "We Never Know," and that's basically how I was feeling at the time when I made the track. It was a moment of confusion, and it felt as if I was, you know, helpless or clueless, if I can put it that way. So um, it's just I think as an artist, and I think every artist can attest to this. You sit with your emotions, and you try to incorporate that into your art as much as possible, the best way possible. You know, so with me, when I did this song, I wasn't in my head, right? So you will. I think Kasi Zulu said she heard an element there that I missed. It was probably because of that, because I normally don't go into studio knowing what I'm gonna do. I just allow my emotions to take over, and I think that's how this picture was, or this track was created at the time.
Ah, beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know. Kemonate, Njaka, Kemonate. Xevox?
I think we needed maybe 3 hours of this chat with BillowJazz, but we'll do it again. We'll do it again, definitely. BillowJazz, so we'll never know is coming out on the next
Yeah.
EP,
So
which is Itlobanding.
sorry, Vox, I lost you there, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Riawutla, now we hear you.
Okay.
Kere, when is it gonna come out? What's the plan?
Yeah. So I started my own label not so long ago. That's where I released the first project. I think we're gonna release. I'm gonna release the next one sometime mid June, July. Yeah. So it's gonna be a 2-track project again. Similar vibe. Yeah. So it's gonna be a 2-track project, including We Never Know. I'm currently just working on finalizing the mastering, and then we should be ready to go.
No. Hi, Ralewa and Ralewa, blind. And to end our chat off, besides this EP that's coming up, is there anything else for the year, Mfana, that you are looking forward to? Anything else that you are embracing, perhaps for the year? Are you playing anywhere this weekend? Can anyone come and check you out? Also, please just share your socials where people can check you out and listen to more of your music.
No, for sure. So My Clay is a 3-part project. First one was released, obviously, and then we're gonna do this second one, and then the final one, maybe towards the end of the year, we'll have that. And then in terms of gigs, not much this weekend. Yeah, so I haven't really been going out that much. I haven't been going to gigs that much. Gigs have dried up. Probably maybe because of the economy. You never know. So yeah, but my socials, BillowJazz everywhere. BillowJazz Twitter, BillowJazz Facebook, BillowJazz on Insta. And I'll keep you guys updated over there. I'll share my gig guides over there.
Now, thank you so much, Mfana. Thank you so much for joining us and coming through. It's been an
Not much
absolute.
appreciated.
We definitely need to have you back on. Aye, yabuya naganjan. And that is BillowJazz. We're gonna close him off. We're gonna say goodbye with Cunning Nature, which is the second song on McClay Part 1. So BillowJazz, Mfana, keep safe, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Salute, guys. Cheers.
Kawufela. Body DJ. Mashaya ngoma lapho.
Hi, my name is Euphonia. Welcome to the Deep House Space. Take a journey with us as we delve into the underground sounds of Deep House. From soulful melodies to driving bass lines, we'll keep you moving all day long.
Hey, this is Kylie Mead, and you're listening to the Deep House Space. For the love of Deep House, baby. For the love of Deep House, baby.
Least expected. Nature has cunning ways to find out what is well. I value being a human.
Hi, my name is Bongiwe Indlovukazi. You are listening to the Deep House Space.
Thank you so much for joining the Deep House Space. We do this on Fridays from 12 p.m. Next week our lineup. We have Soul Lab. Soul Lab will release an album. We have Chambers released an EP. And we also have Milk D. And that is next week Friday. Next week Friday is 28th. No? First week of March, Karabo said he will come through. He released a project today. And let me see, first week of March. 14, Charles Webster. Yes, Charles Webster will be joining us on the Deep House Space. Right now, next to our next guest, Rune Sibiya. Rune Sibiya is joining us for the very first time. Rune Sibiya, mic check, bottom left. Please unmute your mic.
Yeah, how's it, guys?
Hi, Ramnat. We are hundreds. Thank you so much for accepting the invite and joining us on the Deep House Space.
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show, bro.
Hi, Sgcwele blind. I think I remember one time Dusty has always raved about you. So I was like, okay, one of these days we need to have you on. But before you go and play the music, could you just share with the space and everyone, Rune Sibiya, this music thing, where does it come from, and why do you keep on doing it? Some fun. Thank you.
Yeah, let me greet again. Let me greet everyone. My name is Rune, not Rune. It's Rune Sibiya. I'm from the east of Joburg, a small place called Tsakani. You know, that's where Abokarabo come from as well. So yeah, with this music thing, hey, my story is very short. I was listening to BillowJazz. I know this guy had a journey, and mine is just short. It was mainly just for fun. You know, I'm a creative, so it started when an old friend, we're into IT computers and stuff. We're sharing software and stuff, and then this guy said, "I've got a software that actually creates music." So I was like, nah, there's no such thing, man. Because I thought music was recorded like, you know, on with microphones and stuff. Then he said here's a software that does everything. You don't need the piano, you don't need a guitar and whatnot. And then I was like, okay, let me check it out. He was doing hip hop at the time, and then that was Fruity Loop, obviously. So I got the software, went back home. I was like, this is actually fascinating. And being a person that likes to learn new things, I started learning the software. That was around 2010, if I'm not mistaken, or earlier, if I'm not mistaken, because I started to take my music career seriously 2012. So I think 2009 or there around. Yeah, I got the software. I learned it, and I learned it. And then after that, I started enjoying being a person that liked electro at the time. It was called EDM. I started to try and do that, and then the house scene was about Casablanca and stuff. About Java. I was Java at that time, and then I went into the house scene and I learned, and then and then I started taking it serious when I saw what I've got. I actually have a talent nyana for this thing. Yeah, like I said, my music journey is not long. It's just mainly I stumbled upon a software and I found out that I've got a talent for this music thing, if I can say so myself. And then I started creating music.
Mfana, thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much. And yazi kubalulekile to have interviews futhi yabo. One wouldn't know how to
Yeah.
even pronounce your name if it wasn't for the interview. So thank you so much, Mfana.
Yeah, no problem.
Pura DJ, are you ready for the first song? Don't turn around.
Yep, yeah. Next up, it's Rune Sibiya with Don't Turn Around. Enjoy.
And you're tuned into the deep house space.
Hi, my name is Euphonia. Welcome to the Deep House Space. Take a journey with us as we delve into the underground sounds of Deep House. From soulful melodies to driving bass lines, we'll keep you moving all day long.
Yo, what's up, folks? This is your boy Tim N Deep, and you're listening to the Deep House Space.
And you're tuned into the deep house space, 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 space.
Hi, this is Sabrina Child, and you're listening to the Deep House Space. For the love of Deep House. For the love of Deep House.
Yes, you tuned into the Deeper Space. Thank you so much for joining us. Our second guest for today is Rune Sibiya. The first guest was BillowJazz. And after Rune Sibiya, we're going to have Radic The Myth. He's also in the space. So immediately after Rune Sibiya, we'll go on to Radic The Myth. The song we just played, that Boga played, Don't Turn Around, was released on the 24th of Jan under Candid Beings. Rune, please tell us about your relationship with Candid Beings. Limut Dust.
Sure. Hey, Abona, that guy, I think I should give him his flowers first for the music that he's releasing on the record label. My relationship came about with Karabo. He's a good friend of mine. He's the one who recommended that I release the music there. So he linked me with Mutasti, then I played him some of my tracks, and then he was like, okay, Sharp, no, stuff is good, it's unique, let's push it. And then, yeah, like I said, my stories are always simple. It was just as simple as that. He liked my music. Now we've got some tracks coming out also that we plan to release sometime here very soon. So yeah, it's a musical relationship. We've never actually met in person, but we plan to. But yeah, that's that. Let me just cut it there.
Yeah, this thing of music, and the internet. Most of us have never even met. Namang Mazu Unkazi Zulu, but I know Boga. But this music thing just takes us everywhere, and that's an incredible part about it.
Yeah.
Nkazi Zulu, please grab the mic.
You know, I've been a fan of Urun for a while now. I first stumbled upon him, I think it should have been in 2021, and he had released an EP under Rock Disciples, and there was a song there called Trust in You, and I was like, wow, this person makes amazing music. And then I also heard him, I think, under the same label, in 2023 there was a song they called Something Better, and I've been hooked onto his music ever since then, and I'm so happy to see him. He's still pushing his music. We have a lot of producers who are very good at what they do, but they give up on the music. So I'm so happy to see him. He's still around. He's still blessing us.
Hayi siyabonga Nkazi Zulu the Force. Siyabonga kakhulu. Bore DJ.
Hola. We're still here, sisekhona, asikahambi. We still have our wonderful artists. To those who just joined us, welcome to it. It is the Deep House Space. Please share the space and let others know. Sugile. We are here to bless your ears for the weekend, of course. We currently have Rune Sibiya. Exe Rune Chapfere.
Shap Mayati. Grand.
Standard njani wena?
Ngimnandi.
Asize ngegama nje masicale la. Igama mfana.
Yeah.
I know like a lot of us as about DJ nje, when coming in the music game or DJing scene, you come with a name nje. So yours when ela mfana liphuma phi mfana? Rune Sibiya, is it probably your ID name, vele number plate vele phelele, or probably igamanyana yazi na isho as amachita? We have this thing also of just coming up with a name ekasi, someone would just come up athi indoda wena so usibanibani wena yabo, and then since from there vele it takes off. So when elakho mfana liqale va.
Yeah, first, before I answer that, let me give Nkazi her flowers. Thank you for, always listening to my music and stuff like that. And then when it comes to Ikama, Brad, this name is actually a nickname. My name is Tulani. And then Rune is a nickname that my friends gave me a long time ago. A game. Okay, let me go into detail. So there's this game we're playing. I'm a skateboard. So there was this guy. Every time I choose him, and then I'll beat them. So his name was Rune Gilbert or something like that. And then I think he's a professional skater, really, in real life, about Tony Hawks and stuff. Then they started calling me. I wena Rune, uqalile ngalo Rune wakho uzosidla nani yabona, Rune. Then it stuck. Then they started calling me Rune. Then after that, I went to research what's the meaning of the name. I found out that it's German, and runes are mystical stones that have healing powers, different type of powers. Then I came to fall in love with the name. Then I used it fairly, and then when I went in the music scene, I first went in as Rune, and then that was around 2012. And then I saw there's a lot of people called Rune in this music industry, especially in Germany. Abayenzi electro. Then I was like, you know what? When I came back, I rebranded as Rune Sibiya. So yeah, that's the story around the Rune name.
Wonderful, Mfana. As for a moment, I thought, Mfana, you were going to sing. I know there was this game, King of Fighters, Mfana. Khona le bayibiza uRune. Yeah, so I thought you were going there, Mfana. I was like, yiyo vele sithanda ukuvuthela ngayo vele. Strapa, Mfana. But nevertheless, Mfana, wonderful, man. And for the fact that you also done research, we have so tons of names that we call ourselves. Yet again, we don't know, Mfana. Ukuthi aphuma phi, we don't know mfana nickname yakho ukuthi iphuma phi mfana, kuphi la mabakubiza kanti thola ukuthi uthuka abanye abantu ngama language wabo yabo. But and then the music thing, bro, you already stated mfana ukuthi around 2010, that's when you started this thing regarding Fruity Loops and all that. Getting to know the softwares mfana that you are using, is it only Fruity Loops that you are using to do music? Because I would say for me personally mfana, I tried using abo Ableton mfana, I tried using abo Cubase mfana ngiyahluleka mfana. I guess like ngithe mangithwasa ngathwasela nje ku Fruity Loops same time mfana, and that was it. I never looked back. With you mfana, how did it all go? Are you that person who's able to use all softwares, or maybe siyafana mfana, we sticking to one software?
I think siyafana because I first used Fruity Loop and then I used the Rewire Reason. because I had a friend who was teaching me a reason he devoted African child. I don't know why he gave up on music. Also, he was talented, so he taught me reason yana. But then I tried double Cubase, and then I wanna go now. Cubase is just for vocals for me. The rest I can't use. I don't know what's going on. Ableton Live, I tried looking, I'm like, angibonile ukuthi if I'm gonna spend time learning the software rather than making music, I'm gonna end up giving up. So I just stuck to a Fruity Loop straight. So yeah, siyafana ke. It's sorry. Oh yeah, siyafana. It's just Fruity Loop.
Beautiful, Njayami, beautiful. The next song, Fana, that we're about to play, it's Sad Days, Njayami, Happy Days. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, this song is actually an old gospel song. At that time, I think I was feeling my Christianity kicking in, so I wanted to produce something that's, just to say, when you're about to give up in life, there's sad days, there's happy days, and then when I found that song, it came to me. Then I got one of the cover artists to actually recreate the vocals for me, because that's what I do with vocalists. I just go on online and get people that sing cover songs and stuff like that. Then I ask them, okay, can we do this vocal? And then that's how it came about. Then I did the song. It's actually an old gospel song, like from 1920 something. The lyrics, but that's basically it with the song.
Beautiful, Benjamin, beautiful. No, let's take it back to the music. We'll come back with more questions, yeah?
Awesome.
Thank you, buddy. Except Vox.
Now, shout out to each and every person who's joined us. Thank you so much for coming through to the Deep House Space. Next week, Siyabuya, Nakanjani, from 12. As mentioned, lineup, Milk Tea, Chambers, and Soul Lab. Soul Lab released an amazing album, in fact. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out, please. Go check it out. As Upua mentioned, the next song that we're playing is Sad Days, Happy Days by Rune Sibiya. Was also released under Candid, this song. Azisha Gepo.
Udo.
And you're listening to the Deep House Space for the love of Deep House. For the love of Deep House.
Hey yo, this is Muhammad Chosen, and you're listening to the Deep House Space.
And you're tuned into the deep house space, 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 space.
Yes, you tuned into the Deep House Space. Thank you so much for coming through and joining us. If it's the first time that you're joining us, shout out to you. Hopefully you don't leave and you come back and again and you tell friends and about Malume, Tavern, tell everyone. And Kazi Zulu, the force.
You know, with Rune Sibiya, his music for me is refreshing. I saw this song dropped in 2023, if I'm not wrong, but I saw this song driving people crazy last year. You know, I would get people coming to me saying, "Do you have this song? Do you have this song?" Drove a lot of people crazy, and I understand why. Hi, Rune, how are you doing?
Good, Kazi, and you?
I'm good, thank you. I just wanted to find out what challenges have you faced in the music industry and how have you been able to come out of it?
I don't think I've had any challenges. I know as weird as it sounds, because like I said, for me the music thing is just, that's why my music, when you listen to it most of the time, it's uplifting, it's fun, it's dance. So the only time that I went off the music industry was when I got my son, TJ. So I left for 10 years. Njoba sengibuya manje, I think it was 2020 or something like that. Yeah, I won't call it a challenge. It was just me taking a break so that I can focus on raising my son. Because before then, I was just gigging, always out at night. So when I got him, I was like, you know what, let me just focus on him, kancane. So now his turn is grown. I can now continue with my music career and go to gigs and continue where I left off. So I haven't really had any challenges, to be honest with you.
No, thank you for that, and it's amazing that you took a break to raise your son. That sounds very lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sibonge nkazi Zulu, sibonge nkazi Zulu. As I always say, we need more people grabbing the mic. I think the likes of Tiam have always been here, but she's never grabbed the mic. Let's see who else. Let's see. We'd like another female voice, please. Nobusisiwe, like Spacey, Nobusisiwe, please grab the mic if you don't mind. But thank you so much for joining us. Pogari DJ, grab the mic and voice.
Hola. We're still here, of course. Exenja yethu. Sesemnandi, sesegrand.
Oh, me? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I don't know, Phil. This platform is huge. I'm so
This platform is huge, Maramfana. The floor is for you today. It's all about you. This moment, it's all about you. Yabo. So akekho omunye mfana ebheke wena namhlanje impintsha yami.
Awesome.
In that vele tell me more nje yami. So far, how are you receiving the feedback mfana regarding your music ever since you have started and the journey of your music mfana? I know sometimes we have this creators block mfana, where yonke into blockeka nje, there's no creativity, there's nothing, even though sometimes we hear this thing ukuthi we shouldn't work according to our moods, but we should just put the effort nje, whether we like it or not. How do you mfana, how has the feedback been? First of all, I started how has the feedback been regarding your music ever since you have started?
Yeah, to be honest, njoba ngisho ukuthi I left and then I recently came back. I never thought ukuthi I'd be receiving so much people and I don't want to call them fans, but supporters. Yeah, so much supporters of my music. I thought it's still gonna take me years to recover the years that I've lost, but I think the music speaks for me. I don't really. That's why a lot of people don't even know my face, but they know my music. I'm getting followers everywhere on all platforms because of the music. So I think, yeah, it's been great. To highlight it, it's just been great, and I really appreciate each and everyone who supports and listens to my music.
Any more to add? That's according to both.
Sorry?
Maybe there's something that you wanted to add or somnandi.
I know, man. I'm this short. I don't prolong. I'm so well.
Aye, beautiful. And
yeah,
hola.
We can just go to the second question that you asked me.
All right, Jam. No problem. And with that, the second question comes in where now creativity, creative's block, or producers block. How do you actually work on that? How do you try to overcome such, man? Because I mean, there is a time where, like you just mentioned right now, Guti, you took a break. You never got into detail as to why you took the break, but having that mind block, nje, how do you overcome such? Because, like I said before, we are told that we should put in the effort and the work. We shouldn't care about how we're feeling. We shouldn't care about how the mood is. We should just work. And I mean, for me, I don't take it in a sense yokuthi I feel like that is wrong, because with music it's a different feeling, it's a spiritual thing. You don't just wake up and just do music, otherwise mfano music wakho you won't feel a thing. I mean, it's something that has to do with emotions at the end of the day. So for you, my dog, when how are you able to overcome this producer's block thing?
Yeah, you actually answered yourself in a way, because I was gonna give you the exact same answer that you just said. Mina, the reason why my music is able to touch people is because I don't do music without emotion, be it happy or sad. But I feel like if you're gonna do music just to have music, you end up having a lot of projects that are just sitting around. Even if you release them, they don't really go anywhere. So I choose very carefully. I'm very choosy with my music. That's why every song that I have is actually, it does touch certain people. Not everyone, but it's always, a certain. My music is kind of not the same. You cannot say, okay, this is Rune sound, or this is someone's sound, or whatnot, because I'm versatile in the deep house space. Let me put it like that. I'm versatile in the deep house space. I don't just do ones like soulful only, or this like deep house light only, as they call it, or deep house straight only. I just do all of them. So whenever I make a project, I make sure that it's something that has feeling in it. Sometimes I'm happy, and then I feel like, okay, sharp, I feel like making music, and then I go to the studio and make music. I don't just go to the studio for the sake of, I woke up, I need to make a song, because if I do that, I'll end up making dull music, if you can call it that.
Makes tons of sense nje yami, and ngiziphendulile ngoba vele bengingafuni ukuthi uphendule vele, yebo. Bengingafuni ukuthi ungiphe that same answer vele, bengazi ukuthi uzoyapha,
Yeah.
but in a sense wayijika mpintshami. No, hayi wangibamba, but then thank you very very much mpintshami, thank you very much. Let's take it back to the good music, yeah. And probably we have one of our listeners as well here already on the speaker panel. Probably they want to ask a question. Probably asimuphi chance na ne, but ngiyabonga Poison.
Okay. Thank you so much. No problem.
Thank you, my dog. Vox.
Yeah, let's share the mic with Patso Cash. Patso Cash, ne? Patso Cash, ne? Patso Cash.
Sure,
Check.
Fethu, Fede.
Hi, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you for joining us and grabbing the mic.
Easy, guys. Hey, I feel like a proud daddy at this moment. Eh? See my boys, Radic, BillowJazz, Rune, and this platform. Yeah, I'm excited for them. I once managed Radic and BillowJazz just before COVID. Kancane nje ukuyabona. So yeah, things didn't work out. But I'd like to say to Bafethu, pushani. Ukuyabona, sipaniseni siyazikhulumela. We're really proud of you, gents. So I worked with them, I'm a gents, most of the gigs. Already Kakulu, no Rooney. And Rooney, I remember at one stage, I was like, I am saying the music. I was like, dog, music in yako, dog. So people are waiting for you. Give them what you can. Okay, so Bafethu, yeah, thanks for the platform. And I'm a gents, keep on doing the good music. I'm proud of you guys. East is alive.
Thank you, Fatso.
Hayi siyabonga Fatso, siyabonga kakhulu. Why mina ngithe Phatso? Ngitheni mina?
Yeah, Fatso man.
Hey, dlala karuna, dlala karuna. Marai ra leboha ntsha. Thank you
Sharp,
so
gents.
much for coming through. Boy DJ, next ngoma to say goodbye to Rune. But before ngoma, Rune mfana, what else can you expect for the year from you? Yeah, what else can we expect? Are we seeing maybe a music video one of these days? But also, please do share with people socials where people can buy your music and further know how to get hold of you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, this year, hey, I've got a lot of projects coming out with a couple of friends. So, yeah, I'd just say expect a lot of music from me. I'm trying to cover for the last 10 years. So, yeah, I'm going to release quite a lot of EPs and singles, both on Candid Beings and Rogue Decibels. Actually, next month there's something coming also, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. But on social media, everywhere, it's Rune Sibiya. It's Rune Sibiya everywhere. Am I still on the mic? Because I just got a call. Oh, all right, awesome. Yeah, Rune Sibiya on Facebook, Rune Sibiya on Instagram, Rune Sibiya on what other platform is there? Yeah, all the platforms. And then on Spotify, it's Rune Sibiya, obviously, and Traxos in area.
Thank you so much, Mvana. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Sometimes when and I understand, Uri, there's a lot of artists in SA who don't get the privilege of actually just being interviewed. So Rune uyangibuza ukuthi kanti kwenzalanga yena king yabo. I'm like, nah, skawara man. This thing is small waters, yabo. And we've done well, mfana. We took it easy. We are very easy people. I think a lot of people think that we are hard-headed and we come for you deep questions. I think we are just ordinary good humans, mfana. So thank you so much for gracing the platform and giving us your time, mfana. Retlabuwa, definitely to have you back on when you release music again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
No problem. That is Rune Sibiya. Go check out his music. His music is massive. He's super dope, this guy. And of course, as importantly as I said, even no BillowJazz, it's beautiful when the music has a story, man. Yes, it's beautiful. Mina ngiqala ukuyenza music last year December, and then you release this week. Abopuka kanje, ayazi abopuka. But anyway, Puka, shayingoma.
Kazi yambona ngisho yambo. Wait. Before Runi ahamba ashia. Runi Jami, one last question. In fact, it comes from one of our listeners down by the chat box. So Angaz, probably it's directed to you because you are our guest right now at this present moment. It says, Mina, I have a question. This comes from at Fisherbone. It says, Mina, I have a question. I love music so much, and a way that I want to start doing music by my own, or mixtapes. Where can I start? Or what must I have? Help me. I don't want to miss this every Friday. So yeah, this one, because you are our guest right now. Could you please probably help in answering that, Njaya?
I don't wanna sound like a motivational speaker or anything, but I believe Guti first search, do you have the talent for it? Because as much as you might love listening to music, but the talent is very important. Same as DJing. You know, we get a lot of DJs right now that are just DJing, but there's no skill behind it. It's just DJ, but I don't want to go there. But yeah, first find out if you've got the talent for creating music or DJing. And then there are simple laptops and smaller studio, what they call studio combos, where you get a keyboard and a mouse and the software. And yeah, I don't really know how you can start, but yeah, first search the talent before you search the equipment and the software. And, that's my advice. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think we shall into him, but
we shall eat and nice and simple, like you said, nice and simple. Next up, sorry about that. Next up, it is, as we're signing out, Rune Sibiya. This is Seasons by Rune Sibiya. Pincham, sibonga kakhulu, my dog. To more. The Deep House Space, the doors are already and always open for you, Benjamin. We are here. Siyabonga, boy.
Thank you, guys. Bye, everyone.
Yo, what's up, folks? This is your boy Tim A Deep, and you're listening to the Deep House Space.
And you're tuned into the Deep House Space. house space, 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 space,
Hi, this is Nkazi Zulu the Force. You are currently tuned into the Deep House space. Please do share the space, invite others, and get ready for amazing music and great conversations.
Yes, this is a Deep House Space. The song I just played now is by Rune Sibiya. Seasons. Thank you for joining us. Up next is Radic The Myth. Radic The Myth, please accept the mic. Please accept the mic. Please grab the mic, bottom left. You are our next guest for today. Eish, I think we already couldn't get network. Guys, eish. I think it's a phone problem or something. But if we can't get hold of him, we'll continue playing the music though, as we always do. But we'll try and get him back on so we can hear his thoughts regarding the release that he is had. I think it came out in, let me check again. Feb, right? I think so. But thank you so much for joining us. Ngiyabona Lindo grab mic. Siyabonga kakhulu. Bwana DJ, have you enjoyed today mfowethu? Boga, have you enjoyed today? Yebo, cha, no, yes, cha.
Of course, my boy. I don't see any dull or any boring moment, when it comes to the installment of the deep house space. There's never ever a boring moment, nor a dull moment for it. Getting to be listening to the creativity that God has blessed each and every one of us, man. It's something below and out of this world. In fact, how we also even started it, Jabana, with BillowJazz, man. His music, you could tell when I Fox mfana ukuthi lama artists esihlezi siwaletha lana ekhaya, or the artists that come and visit us like ekhaya, man. They are so creative, and we don't get to even like have this thing of boxing each and every artist that comes through, man. Probably some people would assume that deep house space, it only focuses on deep house space only, and in fact, deep house music on itself, it's broad. We have different types of genres within deep house. So mfana, with that mfana, I say big ups to us mfana, as give ourselves some flowers nyana mfana for the wonders that we get to have, the artists that we get to have, the wonderful music that we get to listen to, man. I mean, every week we have different types of music, different types of elements, creativity that comes out of this world, man. It's such mind-blowing, as mfana. So yeah, for me mfana, there'll never ever be a boring moment when it comes to the deep house space.
Hayi,
For pinjam.
Bonga. No, my husband, I think the last time I uploaded my interviews was everything house music on my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna do that too for the year. It keeps on getting better. I'm forgetting. It keeps on getting better. 4 years later, I think we're not so bad. I honestly think we haven't been doing so bad. And it's all because of everyone else who joins us and makes it what it is. The likes of Lindo, Mike check, I'm forgetting.
Hola, Vox.
Shapuzet.
Mnandi wena.
Yizo mfana.
Yize ngithe ngijoyine ngigrab imic yash ngisendlini namhlanje at least khona ukumamela peaceful angikho kumlungu. So ngithe ngithi ngene, especially for Radic The Myth. So I'm just looking forward to ilona yakhe, because I saw somewhere we-A&R for some record label ngibone kancane nje. So I was just looking forward to that, ukubuza ukuthi kwenzakalani. Just one more thing, Joe. I'm not too sure if you've had Echo Deep on the space, Ankumbuli, though. Can you just please and try and get that guy, because I think he's contributed a lot to the music. I think the first release I can use was back in 2015. So I think 2025, so it's been 10 years in the game. I think we just need Sibi and I in the space and just hear Geniaki. And then another person is Utulani, the producer, who's also been quiet. Since we said that, as in this year, as I mean, on the space, I mean, the pool is bigger. Big up to his space, Joe, for introducing us to Abantu Gatisnabaz, which is what Deep House is about, Joe, because even Ulona, Rune Sibiya kade ngingamazi, but thanks to Deep House Space manje
I'll go on to Apple Music and just listen to music work, which is pretty good. And big up to you guys, much. Despite any shy, it's very important because ni expose like a lot of people. I remember like sometime last year there was a guy abuye esigela ahamba ngeenyawo ngapha usespacini. I'm like, yeah, mari space mara senze ezinye izinto. Umuntu ubuye esikoleni ujoin ispace ngapha uyaproducer, yabona kuningi nje. So isipanini senzayo Machita, you know what, just keep it up. Otherwise, yeah, thanks folks, thanks Machita for everything. Ola.
Siyabonga kakhulu Mlindos. Thank you so much, man, for always being here. And thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the kind words indeed. Okay, I'll keep on trying, Radic, because I think he has a network issue or something. But we'll keep on trying him. But in the meantime, let's play some songs. Poga, queued in lab.
Hi, standard. On cue, well, now we're playing Radic The Myth with phone calls. Ayangena lama phone call when I vox. Ayangena. But one thing that Mlindosh has said, man, which is something beautiful, man, is that we bring different artists to this space. And yeah, Lindosh will try by all means. Zamachito Kulmenga Sozama. One of them Umchita Seka Slam Street, which is Tulane the producer. But yeah, Zamzama Ngusuzu Guchutin. Yeah, the guy has been quiet. He's actually pushing his own things right now. But yeah. Story of another time. But mara sizomzama September now mnani njaye tu. Standard. Wololo. If you just joined us, welcome to it. It is the Deep House Space. Now playing The Myth with phone calls.
My manager got me when I pretty much had nothing. He told me what to wear, what to say, how to act. Pretty much made me a star. It was like a father.
And that was Radic The Myth, phone calls. We're trying to get him on. We're trying to get him on. I think there's just a glitchiana, maybe kind of take a high or something. But we're trying to get Radic The Myth onto the mic. The EP Back to You EP was released on the 13th and released under Free Range Records, which is a huge milestone if you actually think about it. So, still trying to get him on the mic. Hopefully, we can have a chat with Radic The Myth. But for now, let's give the mic to Nkazi. Nkazi, any thoughts from the song?
Before I talk about the song, I actually want to second Ulindo on EcoDeep. EcoDeep is versatile, guys. EcoDeep can do private school, he can do Afrotech, he can do deep house, like. So it would be very nice to have him here. And now on the song, Phone Calls. Phone Calls actually dropped last year as a single, and it made me so excited to see what was to come in 2025. And I'm a big fan of Radic anyway, so. I'm a bit biased, but it's okay. I really enjoyed that track. I don't know if that you call it spoken word, the lady who's speaking in the song. I really enjoy that type of music.
No, Shaya Corner, guys, it's spoken word. If anyone else wants to grab the mic and want to chime in, please don't be shy. Do not be shy at all. Lindo, thoughts on phone calls?
Ash, as in, it's a kind of boom, 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 boom. Iphelile ne, but it's a khanda, Joe. That's how catchy the song is. No matter say iphelile, you like Ash. It's all now, man. It's all now. So it's a very good song. I really enjoyed it. Idipho kamnandi, ipholile, ihamba nawe, Joe. Ngathi ungavela uthatha ifoni wenze ifoni call ngempela, but anyway, sharp.
Lindo, a proper house head. Some Mika, I'm a beat in proper house head. But thank you so much, Mfana, for that. But the DJ, yeah, it's all about phone call, Jim Ganam.
Hey, angena left, right, and center, and top left, middle center. Hey, ayangena non-stop nje. But nevertheless, yazi umlindo mfana ila machita mpinchame ikuthi ephakathi unayo le ngoma le ntwana ethi boom 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 macha thule yabheka ntwana wena uyiproducer lo mzuzu uyacabanga ukuthi how many songs do they have such a chord progression ntwana mayicala ingoma i-chord yakhona ihamba kanjani athi man and then mayiceda izothi tats ta tats ta like yeah, that's how you know this person is a proper house head ntwana yawuza ukuthi I know yazini he's deep within it mfana. But as for this song mfana yazi ngikhumbuza bani wena Vox, do you remember ichi family ntwana? Do you remember like ichi family Julian Gomez no Daileng Julian Gomez no Michael Gomez? Yeah, ichi family ntwana, like it's running through those vibes ntwana. The production yabo vele the time isaqala, and mfana it's a killer. It's a killer mfana. It's a killer because like these I would say it's basic but not basic. Yeah, I understand. It's basic. It's a 22 catch in Twana. Like it's basic, but it's not basic. It's something that you could do in studio, but also it's not simple for you to do it. But however, mfana, it's a catchy thing, like Umdinyo has already mentioned, man. It's very, very catchy and it's beautiful, mfana. Nami mlindo shintana the chord already sahleli la ingqondweni mfana ngiyayizwa nami mfana. And then with that vocals nyana nje the talking lady mfana, it's something. He's killing it. But I just wanted to say when Vox, if Radic The Myth mfana is failing with his phone, probably if ever there is someone next to him or Spanish Twitter mfana or X, probably angacela yabona acele lapho ukuloga in, maybe if ever it's iyambhayizisa ngefoni yakhe, or if ever it's a network, then a flop. But then if ever iPhone yakhe, can he please try using someone else's phone to log in, and even just to mfana voice yakhe athi hello bafowethu ayikhona yabo, because we can see him in the space, but however yeah, it's failing him, the mic is failing him. But yeah, man, shout out to him mfana. What's your thoughts on this, my boy?
Now already dala ngicwele mfethu. And it's nice to see Amagents progressing and releasing their music in big stables like Free Range guys. That's super dope, honestly, because in that way your music flies and it can get into anyone's ear. What's if you're Free Range? Nah, it's dope. So shout out to Radic The Myth. I've always been a fan. Like a Radic. We have two more songs with Dala Nepo.
Sure, Tiam.
Adlala ingoma ke mfethu, adlala ingoma. Still trying with Radic. Hopefully we can get him on. But ashaya ingoma.
Next up, Radic The Myth with Back to You. Ololo.
Hi, this is Nkazi Zulu the Force. You are currently tuned into the Deep House space. Please do share the space, invite others, and get ready for amazing music and great conversations.
The Deep House space. And you're tuned into the Deep House space. for the deep house space, 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 space,
Yo, 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 this is your boy Usi Black. You are now tuned into the Deep House Space. Hashtag the Deep House Space.
Back to You by Radic The Myth. The EP was released under Free Range Records. Thank you so much for being here. It's 14:08 on my end. Tomorrow, if you're in the CBD of the Kapstad, please come through to Open Wine. We'll be there jamming some of these tunes, most of these tunes. If you are around, please do come through and holla. Still trying to get Radic on. Still trying by all means, but I think we're failing, but we're still trying. Kazi Zulu?
When the song dropped, on the 17th of January, rather the EP dropped on the 17th of January. I was so impressed because I remember last year I had a conversation with Fox here on the space. We were talking about how Vox, not me, he was worried about, what the future of Deep House looks like and, coming into 2025, what is the music going to look like? But, it's people like Radic who are setting the pace for what the music is going to look like this year. Then, a week after, this is when BillowJazz dropped. And I was like, yeah, no, the pace is really being set for what is to come. And it makes me so excited to see what the rest of the year is going to look like. And I have a feeling 2025 is going to be different in a good way.
Nice, siyabonga Nkazi. I like how optimistic you are. I like how optimistic you are about the stage or the stance of where you're at with this music thing. Pora DJ?
Hola, 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 hola. To those just joined us, where have you been? I mean, Sesovala. But it's not a problem. The space is recorded. You'll listen to our recording. But next week, like Vox will mention again Ugutis Petabobani. But yeah, like how we always do it every Friday, please come and join us. Please come and join us. But nevertheless, we got you covered. You can listen to the recording, of course, at the end of the space. For the weekend, listen to good music if ever you missed out. Yeah. But also you can still share the space, you can still share the space. For me, I'm just on the tip of saying, Guti, let's just see what Amachita bringing to the table, man. Like I said already, Mfana Uguti, one thing about us, we do not box ourselves, nor box the artists that we bring to this to the space. So let's see what they bring. Let's see what they bring. Already, as you heard today, Mfana, we had a vast of different within one genre, which is called the deep house space, or not the space, I mean the genre of deep house. But we have a vast of music, different types of sounds. There is jazz, there was some soulful. Now we have this progressive type of sound, Yana. And it's beautiful to hear, man. It's beautiful and to see Amachita growing, from Ekasi going abroad. It's just wonderful, man. But for me, Mfana Lengo, Mfana, it is wonderful. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Like I said, Mfana Guti, Mina, he reminds me of the Chief family, Mfana, with the sounds as Shaya, Mfana. And it's so beautiful, Mfana. It's so beautiful. I'd like to actually hear more I'd like to hear more. In fact, I wanna see him. I'd like to watch him watch him play live. You see, ngeke ngimuzwe mfana ukuthi set yakhe injani makadlala live. Yabona. Talking about live, there's something when Vox will talk, but there's something ihlanganayo for everything house music. So yeah, hey, it's something big. But yeah, I'm fun. I'd love to hear Radic The Myth and fun. I'm playing live. Probably I'll go on YouTube ngibheke if there are some videos of him or any mixtapes as I can find adlala live. But yeah, for me, mfana, he's dope. He's a killer, mfana. He's a killer machine. Vox?
All right, Sbong. As mentioned, next week, Chambers is joining us. Soul Lab is joining us. Milk D is joining us. 12 p.m. again. Same time, same place. The Deep House Space will be here. I think after this, we can play the last song from the EP. And Marasomboy is ready, because I think maybe there's some issue with a small technical issue that he has on his end. Marasomboy is severe noch, so that we can actually hear him talk and speak to us. So we'll definitely do that. But for now, we'll just play the third single on the EP. And then we'll close it off. We'll close it off. But before then, Lindo, thoughts from your end?
Hola, Vox. Yeah, no, the release, it's good. And it's good ukubona amajita making it internationally, because Free Range is huge, Joe, because it's one of the biggest labels, especially internationally, being headed up by Jimster. So yeah, just for abantu abangazi ukuthi Free Range iyenzakalani ngayo. So I've been a fan of Free Range from around about 2012. Qala ukulalela ama-mix abo abo-Mad Masters, they would like mix, even today they still post like monthly mixes. So it's just good when someone from here releasing with an international record label. So it really says a lot about the deep house scene yala eMzansi. Now it's not only just stay true that is exporting people and exporting. I'm a producer. It's just good to see Free Range now taking one of our own and just putting them there on the map. In terms of Ilona, EP atangakayimameli, it's the first time ngiyizwa vandag. I haven't had a chance, but so far, Joe, I'm really loving it, and I share the same sentiments with Ulona, with Uboga. Makakhuluma nge-G female, I'm like, yo, I can already imagine Ulona. Who's this guy Ghana? The other one. Lo othanda ukudlala ngama-vinyl. I just forgot his name now.
Michael.
Yeah, uMichael. I can already see uMichael abhizi ngevinyl, Joe. Le number ishwe kwi-background. So yeah, I really share the very same sentiments ngawe. But yeah, overall, it's good music, and I have to say, Joe, 2025 has just started, but the amount of music esitholayo, yes, like I'm wondering ukuthi kuyophela unyaka sekunjani if khani siqala and this is where we are. So yeah, sure.
Sibonga kakhulu Lindo. The last song, the third track on Back to You EP by Radic The Myth is Summer Solstice, and this one features James Star. Bukala DJ, shaya ingoma mfake it.
Hey, what's up? This is Nutty Nice, and you are listening to the Deep House Space.
Yo, what's up? This is Boy Sanza, and you're listening to the Deep House Space. Check it out.
Hey, what's up? This is Lars Barrenroth from Deeper Shades of House, and you're listening to the Deep House Space. what's up? This is Lars Barrenroth from Deeper Shades of House, and you're listening to the Deep House Space.
Yo, what's up? This is Boy Sanza, and you're listening to the Deep House Space. Check it out.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, spending time with us. 2 hours, 21 minutes. It's been a pleasure. Last guest couldn't grab the mic. I think he had some network issues, but we'll try and get him back on Naganjani another time. But shout out to you. Thank you for spending this time with us. It's been amazing. It's been nothing but super great as always. Next week, please come through again. As mentioned, we have Multi, we have Chambers, and we have Soul Lab for next week. So please join us. That's going to be the 28th of Feb. Boras Manda and Avele, Boras Manda and Straight. Thank you so much from my end. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'll give the team the rest of the mics so that they can also give their last remarks. And then Upuga will close us off, perhaps with another song that he has queued in. Lindo, close remarks, please.
Hola, Vox. Thank you, Machita, for the space, and Nkazi for your contribution, Puga, the DJ, Vox for hosting us, and to everybody who joined the space. Siyabonga, and see you again the next week. Hola.
Nakanjani siyabonga Lindo. Nkazizulu the Force, please give us a last remarks, please. Thank you.
I'd like to wish everyone a happy weekend. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. You know that without you, we are nothing. We're very grateful. We're grateful to our guests. It's unfortunate that Radic couldn't grab the mic, but his music was amazing. Thank you so much, and guys, have an amazing weekend.
Have an amazing weekend too, Nkazizulu. Boy, DJ, please grab the mic, give us a last remark, and usivala ngengoma mfakethu siyabonga.
Man, what can I say? As it hurts when it's time to go. Angazi if nina niyayifila le nto man. When it's time to go, man, yazi inhliziyo ibabuhlungunyana yazi. But again, we have to leave. We have to leave. Aside in Spanish we have tons of things that we need to do as well on the side. But yeah, man, well, it was a wonderful space. Thanks to everyone who joined. Thanks to everyone who shared the space. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Thanks to those who will be listening to the recording, man. Signing off. We are signing off with Radic The Myth. Again, this was part of the compilation Stay True with Ubuntu. Yeah, man. Vox asihlanganise futhi sizama ukumletha ubrother Zinja yethu Radic The Myth. But yeah, from me, Boga, I'm out. Please be safe. Be safe. Remember, whatever you're doing, it's a choice, man. Nibe right. Let's meet again next week, Friday. From me and the team, we are out. Ololo.
Yo, what's up? This is Boy Sanza. Yo, what's up? This is Boy Sanza, and you're listening to the Deep House Space. Check it out.
Hey yo, this is your boy Chana Kamalu. You are listening to the Deep House Space.
The Deep House Space, 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 space. It's upon these platforms that expose the undiscovered. As we enter, we breathe fire from the other side. Conquer and divide, by our rules they will abide. House music is in control, now turns the tide. In our house, we are one, connected with the rhythm. My name is Bongani Mehlomakulu, and you're tuned into the deep house space.